Okay, so I understand that you guys are having some slight issues with creating um, a header section in Elementor, and since you guys are practicing and trying to use Apollo as like your reference website, um, it's important to like at least make it look exactly like this somehow. So in order to make it look like this, what you'll be needing to do is to inspect the website and know how to inspect it properly so you can get the properties you need. So I'll do that over the course of the length of this video, and I think I don't need to talk too much. When you see me do it, you get to understand. So um, basically, what we're trying to do is in WordPress, Elementor, the Elementor page builder on WordPress. So on WordPress, this is the WordPress dashboard. So basically, all you need to do, you already have Elementor downloaded. You've gotten the pro version. So what you need to do is get to templates and go to in builder. Yeah. So that allows you to get to where you can like create different parts of the website. Most importantly, the header and footer. So right now we're trying to create the header. So you just have to select this one. Right now there's no templates, so add a new one. Now you'll be prompted to like use existing header templates. Well, that's not what we want to do. So you cancel it. Now we have like some sort of a fresh page where we can start creating the header. So first I like to get rid of this ugly title here. So you get that done, I think, in settings. Okay. So I just have to call it header simple. Um, you give a make it header as well, and I'll just publish that. So right now it's asking where do you want to display a template. So ideally you know that a header um most often appears like on every page. So all these are add condition and I make it entire site. But some pages are exceptions and one common one is like the error 404 page. So I'll add and exclude the 404 page. Save, and that's it. So now let's get this started. So um I'll inspect this, and I think this width is about good for the desktop view. So we need to make this responsive, so that's why I'm specific about the desktop view. You still have to like check it on tablet and mobile views. So um so yeah. So one of the first things I want to do is to add in a container, because that's like the basic building block in WordPress right now. So the elements we're going to be having are going to be in a row because they are like on a line along this axis. Yeah. Um. So that's it. One thing I might have done that already. One thing I like to make sure of is that in the layout of the the entire like site you're trying to build on WordPress, that there are no extra paddings and margins and gaps. So like I just came over here to site settings, and you go over to layout, then you want to make sure that this is 0. Usually it will be like blank, and that blank gives like a default of 10. So I want to make sure it's 0. I want all that unnecessary margin and padding. Then gaps, it will also be blank. You want to make sure it's 0. Um, Mm, and I like to keep my content with 100%. Yeah. So team Elementor full with breakpoints. This I think I messed with this. Oh, give it back before. So this is what we usually have here, and it's okay. It's good enough. So I'll save changes. It's good I even came here to check this. So let's go back. So now so on here I like to inspect and see what we have got. So as you can see, this the items are not extending to the full width of the entire website. So that means that there is some limitations here. So I like to like make um so what I like to do, I like to stretch the width of the entire thing much more, so I can get to know like the maximum width of this. Great. So this is see. mm. So it looks like there's this purple shows like some gap, but it looks like within itself there is still like some space. So I'll just come on here to check it out. Check the nested elements. So I think this is what we have right here, and I'll check the width of that. So this is about 1,295, and then it has like margin of 112 on both sides. I don't like to use margins in my um, designs, so I'll probably replace that with padding, and I'll just make the like oh nah, let's not do padding. I'll just make it 1,295, because as you can see by highlighting on this particular what do I call it now? Highlighting on this, let's do padding. Padding is well. Yeah, I'll do padding. So I'll add this to this and this, and I'll make that the boxed width of the container. So 1,295. I don't have time for this. So we have 112. It's like 1,519. Okay. So I'm doing this just because I'm trying to make this like look as much as Apollo IO as possible. And if I'm designing myself, I won't be whipping out the calculator just to get the width I need to use. So this container is going to be boxed. As you know, boxed allows you to control the width of the content within the container, and full width allows you to control the width of the container itself. So so this would now be boxed, and it's be in pixels, and it will be 1,519. Great. So with padding of 112 on the left and on the right, so we're going to unlink so that we don't have everything going on 112 on the left as well. So yeah. So now over here I realized that the elements within we have one, two, and three. So it means we have the site logo, we have the menu, and then we have a couple of buttons. So one, two, three of them, and then these three buttons are in a container. So on the top level of the like element tree, I would say, because this is like the element tree, the structure. So what we're going to be having is um, the site logo, the WordPress menu, and a container. Eventually, that container will have three buttons, but let's just put those three elements first. So, adding new elements, we have the site logo. Um, what else? We have the WordPress menu here, yeah, and then have a container. So I just add, yeah. So basically, so we're going to be having, yeah. So the reason I remove that is that the structure thingy is like compressing the website, the width of the viewports, and that's why we're having this WordPress menu give us this, because it has a responsive setting that when it's a certain width, then it becomes like a hamburger menu. So, but all that will soon be sorted out. So let's look at, so basically all I did is just like drop all the elements on here without like giving a border to how it's going to look. So that's just basic structure first. So let's just add up all that we need, and then we'll work them out and make them look nice. So on this, inside this container, based on the structure, we have three buttons. So I'll just drop those three buttons in there. Um, all right. So buttons, where are they? One, and I'll just duplicate this doing Control D, or I can right click and duplicate, but I like to use Control D. Control D, Control D. So that's three buttons. So it's all in like a vertical alignment. That's because we didn't switch this to horizontal. So by default, the containers take a vertical. So this is me switching it to horizontal. So yeah. So now we have all our elements in place. Only they're not looking like we want them to look like. So let me take away this structure thing, so we have more room to work with. Yeah. So one of the first things that we need to do is check out the height of this thing. Yeah. So it's 80. It's 80, but I think all we need is the minimum width. So what I like to do is I like to check the small viewports. Let's see, like mobile, and see what we have in height. So I have 60, so it means we can just make it a minimum height of 60. So I'll select the element. So you always need the structure thingy. Just that instead of having it here, you can just drag it down here so it doesn't take up space. And I think you can adjust this as well, so you have more space. So this container that has everything in it, I'll be giving it a minimum height of 60 pixels. Yeah. So it won't go lower than that. So that's the smallest that it's ever going to be. So now next thing I want to do is make sure that all of this stuff is like centered up from top to down. So site logo on advanced, I'll make it align to self center. See, looking nice. Same with the WordPress menu on advanced. So before I continue, sometimes you might find me like doing some sort of magic, but it's not magic. It's just that the way the elements are, um, how you like manipulate elements can be different. Like especially when it comes to like containers and other like widgets. So containers kind of have like you mostly deal with the width and the layout setting, and but other elements you can actually adjust the width sometimes, both in the content or style section, and as well as the layout section. So we're going into all of that detail later, but for now I'm just trying to center all my elements. So I'll do same for this container right now. Yeah, align self, good. So um so as you can see, they are all centered except for this one because it has like the element wrapping and moving on to another line because of inadequate space. So one thing I need to do is, this logo isn't looking big enough to me. It's looking just as small as this one. But I need it to expand. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to I'm going to try to um check the width of the other elements and assign it to them. So I'm going to be putting this on a very large way. Okay. So now this one, the width is like my 500. What's this? Okay. It's 500. Width is 500. Okay. Let me see. Let me adjust now. Still 500. But then there's a much bigger box. So the thing is, this is a bit tricky because um Apollo definitely, I mean, probably wasn't built with WordPress, so you might have a hard time trying to copy the website. But this is our goal today, and I'm determined to make it work. I won't give up. So let me start with the width of this container here. So it's about 382. So I'm just going to give this a width of 382. So it's on percent, but no, I want it to be px, and it's going to be 382. Perfect. And I'm going to have the elements give themselves space between. Cool. So what else? Let me see. Does it shrink? It doesn't look like it shrinks. So I'm going to make sure that this element doesn't grow or shrink. Yeah. Okay. So it's not going to grow or shrink. So, what else? So now let's look at this one. It's WordPress minimum. So first um let's do let's style all the buttons in here. So get a demo, log in, sign up for free. So this is get a demo. So it's log in. Let's sign up for free. Okay. Sign up for free. Yeah. So I need to know the sizes of this text. So this lead me to inspecting. So this I'm saying 16 px, but there are other details I need to know. I need to know the line height and all that stuff. So here, font size is 16, font weight is 500, line height is 24, letter spacing is 0.15. So I'll just do that. Let me see, I might have created a style already because I think I've done this before. Typography, check style. Okay, no, I haven't. So you can create it. So let's just do that. And you can save it. So I'll show you guys how to save it if you would like to do that. So 16 px. I think the weight is 500. Sorry, line height is 24. Let's see, let me check that. Sure. 500. Beats. 500. Letter spacing is 0.15. Although we're not using the exact font they used, but um, it's what it is. So font family is default. I don't want to change that. So we're good to go. So this is it. Yeah. So we can So now the text is breaking up. I think we also need to do this no shrink or grow thing. And then I also have to align it to self center. And I'll do the same for login and all that. So let me see if copy paste that. Okay, so that works. Nice. So all I just do is just copy the style from this one and paste it on this one. So that one. So some things are different about the buttons anyway. Like this one has probably has like a transparent background with no border and all of that. So we need to do that. So this go into style. Whenever you want to change the appearance of anything, any element on Elementor, you just go into style. So the background is transparent. So just in case, yeah. So if you want to save the style we use for the typography, so all you need to do is come to add, then you can just save it so you can use it anytime you want. Sorry for that. Yeah. So you go to add, and then I can just call this maybe header buttons. So I know that if I'm doing any header button, this is the style I want to use. Or just depends on you. Or I can call it 16. I know you mentioned I like to use something like this 16px 500. What else? You just use like properties of the stuff to name them. 16px 500. What else do we have that's important? Yeah, you can do 16 slash 24 500 0.15. So those are like the key. And just create. So anytime you go in there, you know the details about the typography and you just select it. Simple. Do the same for all this. Just make it global font. Now it's ready so I can put everything. Nice. So, okay. Alright. So, the next line of action is to make, yes, to give them a different background. So, like I was saying, background type, color. So I already have this saved as transparent. But if you want to know how I do that, all you have to do is just come here, put in the color you want, and then save it just like the way I saved the for the text. Yeah, so that's what I did. I did this and I named it transparent, and then that's why you can see it appear here. So I'm going to keep it transparent, and then for the text color, that's like black. I also have black in here, so we're good to go there. So for this, um, background is like what do we have? It's also transparent. See background here. Okay, it's transparent. Text is black. We have border radius of about 8. I'm not ready to go into how I know about that. So it's solid. It's 2px, and yeah, and it's looking good right now. So next is sign up for free. So this one has a background black, have black radius, make 8, and padding. Oh, I didn't do padding for all of this. So the padding is 10, 18. It's 10 on top and bottom and 18 on left and right. 10, 18. So yeah. So I think I don't want to copy and paste that anymore because obviously the styles are now different. So I'll just repeat what I did there. I can just link it, so I'll only be changing like two of them. So then I'll link it and change it left and right. Boom. Okay. So there we go. So they're looking well formatted, only they're not having enough space in between. And I don't know why yet. So let me try to reduce my zoom so that I can see this in full perspective. Okay. Boxed. So I think all the elements are like aligning to the left. So I want it to spread out. So let me see if this works. Nice. See that? Yeah. So I think let me see what is happening. Okay. So we need to make sure that this is like the size that we are looking for. So I kind of paused the video to I'm going to take a short break. Um, so I checked this view, I published, and then I did a preview. So that's how you go about seeing what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. So you need to like keep checking what it looks like while you're working, so you can decide. I mean, you can determine that it's looking like what you want it to look like. Then you compare it with this, right? So if you look at this, you can see that the logo is like a bit bigger. Yeah. So what we need to do is to make sure that this ours has like the same size for the image. So I'm going to expect this again and check what the size is telling me here. So I'm getting 117. I'm going to go back in mine and make it 117. And I'll try to make this full width so that it can spread, um, it can extend itself, because I'm seeing it, this is like an extension of this whatever of this menu here. That's why you see so much space. So let's get back in ours and then also I think we're on the right track. I think if you look at this, the width that the whole thing expands to is similar to this when I put it on the phone. So it's about the same place. It's about the same place. So I just need to do one thing I just need to do is to make the logo bigger. So back here, I'm going to come here and make the width um, 117 px 117. So this, I don't think I need to touch this. So I want to do this so that other elements are not going to affect it. Yep. So this making the size not shrink and not grow means that no matter what happens, it stays like the same size. So let me preview this again and see what it's looking like now. I have to publish first before I preview. So now you can see it's looking bigger. I think it's looking more like it, as you can see. So next thing is to make this menu look like what we have here. So come in here. So I'll select this. So we have the menu, and I want to try and see what one full it looks like. 100%. I think I like it. Then I'm going to align this to the left. It's looking like it's not having any effect. See. Okay. So first I need to adjust the spacing, the style of this, so it's not giving what we have here. So this is like pure black, and the only thing changing is like the animation for the drop downs. We're not going to be doing all these drop downs because all I'm just trying to teach you guys is how to create a header that looks like this. Um, we're not going to know all this because WordPress cannot like particularly do this on its own without having extra plugins and all that stuff. I'm just like doing the most basic stuff, showing you how to do the most basic stuff right now. So so for the platform, so for this menu, like I said, when you want to change your appearance, you're going to style. So typography is mm, so let's check. Let's inspect this. See what we have. I think this is also 16 px. So 16522.4, yeah, and 0.16 data spacing. So let's get into it. So I'm going to change the color. So I can make this, um, you know, create a style global font, or you can do that if you want to. So the text color is black. I already have black here, and then I want to make sure that there is no underline when I hover, so you know underlining here. Um, yeah, I think that's good. So another thing I want to do is to change the space. This the gap, the space in between. So when, like I said, sometime ago in Nigeria, when this is empty, then there's a default space already applied. So if I make it 0, I see everything is 0. So I also make everything 0. You know. Then I want to see what. Yeah. So this is working obviously. It's working. So I want it to be start. So then I'm going to like give it. So let me see what the spacing in here is looking like. So we're having padding of 16 on left and right of each of this. So what's going to work best for us is applying, I think, horizontal padding. So what horizontal padding is, it gives each of the menu items padding of 16. So we have 16 here, 16 on the left and right of platform, 16 on the left and right of the teams, 16 on the left and right of resources. Um, yeah, but this one is looking a bit too thick. I think it's right. Alright. So um, I'd like to. So one thing is, when you're trying to like recreate something like this, you cannot be too rigid with the width that you're applying. So on this one now, for instance, on this container, so because we are not using the exact kind of font, there might be like some disparity in width. So I'll just like to be maybe generous with the width I use and increase it a little bit. Yeah, for some container layout. Yeah, so I'll do that. That's too much. Maybe like 400. because I want that nice gap in between everything. So um let's publish and see how we're looking. So when you publish automatically, this page just adjusts itself to look where you're working. All right, it's not bad. Um, but I think there's a little bit more space between the logo and the menu, WordPress menu. So let's give this padding of 16 on the left, because yeah, it does have a padding of 16 on the left. So when I checked, yeah, see, can you see that? And even on the right as well. So, so yep. So I think this looks good. Again, I need to publish and preview. So so publishing automatically preview. So yeah, we're good. This is this is nice. This is perfect. So now now what's left is this responsive? So let's check it on other screen sizes. Nah, not exactly. It's responsive, but it's not looking like we want it to look like. So one thing you need to do, one thing about making stuff responsive on WordPress is that whatever you do on desktop applies to all other screen sizes. But if you start to edit like the lower screen sizes, then it doesn't affect the larger one. So if I edit tablet, it doesn't affect desktop. If I edit mobile, it doesn't affect um, tablet. So that's what we're going to do here. So I'm going to be reducing the margin and padding on the left and right for the tablet view. So first of all, I want to put it on the largest tablet view possible, which is this. And then let's see, what do we have? I think that's 1024. So the width, I mean the space between the edge of the container and this header. So I need to find out now. So I'll check there, and I'm having, let me see, computed 64. So I'm going to reduce that to 64 here. So the padding left and right for this container is going to be 64 now. Yeah. So I'll unlink this and then I'll make this 64. So now when I reduce this, you see that it's not giving that unnecessary width that was there before. So on mobile, well, we'll get to mobile soon. um so right now you can see that the menu is still looking intact, but when I reduce it, it disappears. So what I'm going to do is I'll just make it that when this is tablet, then this is not even visible at all. So I'm just going to select this element, and in advanced I'll go to responsive, and then I'll hide on tablets and I'll hide on mobile, because it's definitely, if it's not showing on tablets, then it's definitely not going to show on mobile. So what else do we have? So we also do not see login, and we don't see sign up for free. Yeah. So what you need to do is on here. I think so. This is actually visible. It's just that it becomes a hamburger and it changes its position. And it changes its position. So what we need to do now is you can switch the position. But first off, let me make only get demo to be visible on this view, on this view. I mean on this tablet view. So I'm going to select the button and I'm going to go to responsive and then hide it on tablets and mobile. Same with sign up for free. So this sometimes I don't know if WordPress is being buggy or if sometimes I don't do the right thing, but sometimes this other thing doesn't work for me. And now it's working. That's good to know. So I'm putting it on the end and then get demo is the only thing showing here. So let me publish this and preview. Yeah, publish. Let me see what it's like here. So let me reduce the bit because to like nice. Okay. So I need to remove the responsive setting on this so that it's visible. So I need to go to response. So it's actually visible. It's now um like this. So let me see. I need to make it inline and or even custom it because I don't want all this extra padding on the left and right. Let me see how custom it does. Yeah, it's not exactly what I want, but let me make inline for now. See what else we have. Okay, maybe I should move this. Make it zero. Make this zero. Make this zero. Let's see what that does. Well, nothing. Hmm. So let's check the. So on drop down, I mean, having after button. Try. I think this is better. This padding here, perfect. So that does it. Um. So let me publish this and see what this looks in preview. Yeah, so it's looking good. So this is exactly what I want because if I reduce this as well, that's exactly what we have. So I need to style it so it doesn't have it's having some background thing I don't want. So then I need to get demo to like move right beside it. So here I'm going to make on the container that has like the buttons, I'm going to make it aligned to the right. So right now this is I don't know why what Elementor always has. This is like a bug. I consider this a bug because if this is on a row, then um this whatever representation here should not be in a vertical form, it should be in a horizontal form. And this is going like top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom. It shouldn't be like that. Sometimes when I mess with it a bit, it comes back to tension on its back. So I don't know why that bug is there. So I put it to the end. Um, so let me see what this now looks like now that I've justified the content to the end. So I just preview. Okay, just publish this. Okay, so almost to the end, but obviously there's still like some gap. So I think I need to like make the container not full with. I need to make it 100. What am I saying? What am I saying here? Let me reduce this. I made it 400. Yes, I made it 400. But okay, okay. I think I know what's up. So, um, so what I'm going to try to do now is to make this container full with um. Let me see if that works. Like 100% doesn't work. It must work. Oh. Then I will make this center. Sorry, this shouldn't be center. I leave this on the end. I want to make the entire container center. You know, start. Then this. So the menu should not fold any pressure. So I'll give it size of this and this one. Yeah, and not this one. So let me see what this is looking like first off. Oh no, no, I won't. So I found a way around it. So where we stopped was um we're having this item. So let me show you what we had before. This was there. This was there. So now the issue that we're currently having is that so when it's I already did it that when it's table it changes moves this WordPress menu automatically to the right side. But the problem that we're having right now is that because the container um justification is space in between. So anything that we have, if we're having three elements inside a container, it's going to automatically give like space between them. Even though I tried making this demo to move more to the right side. So the problem is that we need to make sure that there are only two elements on the container so that it can put a space between this logo and that other element. So looking at this, it's like there is this on this side and then there is these two on this side. So what I eventually came up with, which is very brilliant, I think you should applaud me for that. It's nothing too serious. So this now, so this eventually we're going to make this not visible. So what we did changing the order doesn't really matter anymore. So let me just remove that. So it doesn't really matter anymore. So what we're going to do is we're not going to make it visible. Yeah. So that means we'll come to responsive and we'll make it not visible on tablet and mobile. So so I'm going to duplicate it now, Control D, and I'm going to put it inside this container that has these buttons. Then I'm going to make this demo button come before it. So now with this, since this is not going to show, automatically the only two things that will be showing will be the container will be the site logo and this container. And inside this container, I'm going to be making sure that the justification of the content is to the end, so that it's going to push everything to the end. So the button, the WordPress menu, which I will now make visible, coming to advanced, and responsive. Okay, it's going to be visible. So it's going to push everything to the end. So when I publish this, that's what I expect to see. So as you can see, that's it. Perfect. So now I need to change the appearance because this is just all black. There is like nothing underneath. So that won't be too difficult. So I'll come here, I'll go to content. Sorry, should be in style, yeah. So I think that's the drop down from the background color is transparent. So it's not the drop down, it's the main menu. The sorry, top button. Okay, so that's it. That's it. I think this is black. Yeah. So if I publish, this is going to be looking more and more like it. Perfect. So let me try to take it further. So let me see what Apple looks like on mobile. Mm, okay. So on mobile, let me expand this to the maximum mobile. So on mobile, this is like dropping down, and we don't really want that. So I'm going to find the culprit that is making this come down. So I think it's this container. So let me go to structure, that container. So that's the one. So let me check. So I put this thing on it. So I'm going to remove it so that it can shrink. Voila. About no one. So shrink, grow, shoot, let me see, zero. Hmm. Let me see what it looks like this. Because all these invisible items might be kind of messing with it. But still not responding. This is still the point. But this, you need to find a way to make this container not extend all the way. So I can easily manipulate it from the width, but I want to try to make it um, kind of automatic. It's not shrinking with this. It's not shrinking. I know it's the 100% thing that is causing it, but sometimes there is a way to like make elements shrink regardless of what attributes they are carrying. So does this work? No. So this has refused to shrink. Um, just going to put this back to what it's on default and this standard. Then I'm going to. It's not even agreeing to go away from this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reduce the size. Yeah, save myself stress. This is just mobile view. So um, yeah, I just save myself the stress. So let me see on the smaller mobile. Okay, so one thing we need to do also that I didn't do is to I said we're going to do is to change the padding for the entire container here. That's one of the things that could be affecting it as well. So let me see what they have. I think that should be like 16 or something. This is obviously 16. So this 16. So here on link it and I'll make this 16 on the left and 16 on the right. And then when I do this, so yeah. So let me see. Let me publish this. Let's see. Can you see? Nice. So there you have it. It's all done. I don't like to design for screens that are too small. Yeah. So This is 320. If the has worked on the shoulder, maybe we should try to make it work on 320 as well. 320. Let me see if I make this smaller. If I make this smaller, I think that might work. So I'll just reduce it a little more. And just publish. Oh, it's affecting. Does it have padding on it? No. So why this button? This is what we have. So maybe I should make it a width instead of a percentage. Or 50% should work. Let me try 50% of this. So let's see how 50% goes. Still not working. Hmm. Then I'm going to this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove the width on the get demo. Let me see what they have here. Still big as well. No, this not theirs. Still big as well. What's this? Okay. So I'm going to make the logo smaller. 87. So let's see how that goes. Width for this is going to be 87. Hmm. Let's check it out again. Okay. Smaller but still stubborn. Decrease slightly. Publish. Okay. Nice. So this is where this is where I hang my gloves. You know? Mm. So I need to make sure that this is not visible on desktop obviously, because as you can see there's some mess up going on there. So yeah, so we have it perfectly done. So thank you guys for staying with me. This was quite challenging for me, and I'm glad that I've been able to help you guys with this. So thank you.